All right, so we're coming up on about 16 minutes, till we get into getting into the show. And today I think we're going to do an archangel message for the collective. So for everybody, just as a general, I'm kind of feeling that today. Haven't done that in a little bit. It's been a little bit since we've done that. And so let's come together and mind, body, and spirit, and see what we can learn today. And so not only that, but to be able to move forward with our life and what we need to do with that. So I'll see everybody here in about 15 minutes or so, and we'll get started into the archangel reading, and then I'll start taking requests for other readings. And hey, even if we just sit around and chat for a little bit, I'll be fine with that. So stay tuned, get some people in here, and let's see where we go tonight. So we got a little less than 10 minutes here. 10 minutes before we get started on the show. So I just showed 4 piles of Archangel cards. If you're on and you're watching and you're interested in staying with us, which I hope that you are, tell me what stack you are drawn to. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll pull the camera back up here in just a moment and let you see the stacks again. But feel, do some soul searching, if you want to call it, and just kind of see what feels to you. And let me know. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments, and let me know, and we'll see what happens here with that. So here in about 8 or 9 minutes or so, we'll get started on the well, I'm at a loss for words. Anyways, we'll get started. And we're looking forward to a good show this evening. So. So about 4.5 minutes here before we get started into the show. Here's your cards. Here's your stack right here. Is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me know if you're out there and you're watching and you're interested and you're wanting to kind of be a part of the show. This is a good way to be a part of the show without being a part of the show. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Anyways, so about I think the clock's a little slow. Yeah, I don't know, it might be right. Anyways, so a little less than 4 minutes now. Yeah, that'd be right. And we'll get started in this, but let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me know what stack is drawing your attention, drawing your energy, and we'll collaborate a little bit and just kind of pull this together and see how that goes. So if you got somebody that you think would be interested in getting a reading, have them to send them this way. Also, if this is your first time that you're watching, I ask you to please like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, there is a link to my YouTube channel in the description. You can click on that link and it'll take you right to it. And you know what? While you're there, might as well just go ahead and watch the show from there anyway. And, you know, it'll be just all hunky-dory. Anyways, about 2.5 minutes before we get started in the show here. Hello and welcome. I am Stíofán Séamus and I am a spiritual healer and advisor. As we live our lives, Spirit guides us to and through life situations that can be difficult to understand. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a advisor and a master Reiki healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you and your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know about the situation right now. Emotional issues? Maybe you are in need of a Reiki session so that we can channel universal life energy to help you realign. Or maybe you are debating a career move and need to know if now is time to make that move. Through our Spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out these answers. And as a guide of the light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. So message me now to get in line for your reading today. In light and love, Stíofán Séamus, Guide of the Light. So, here we are today, and here are the 4 stacks of Archangel cards. Didn't get anybody to participate. I tell you what, I'm going to give you all a little bit more time here, and I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about a couple of things. I have a feeling I just need to hold on to my crystals for a moment. So don't mind the sound in the background. That's just me kind of trying to get some good energy going. So we had a good day the day before yesterday. I am so sorry that I did not come on last night. I lay down for a nap about 8:30ish or a little bit after. And y'all, listen, I crashed. I woke up and it was 10 o'clock, and I usually starting show prep at like 9:30 or 9:45ish. And I woke up at 10 and I was still like really, really tired. And so I just was like, okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. So I didn't worry about it. And I'm still not worried about it because I know that you all are here tonight. So, hey, and that's how that's going to be. So, if you are here and you're listening and you want to kind of have a little bit of input on the show, by all means, do so. I'm giving you an opportunity right now to do that. So, I'm going to, actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do, but it's going to take me just a moment to get it done. And then oh, okay, it's already there. Cool. I'm going to change that font though. What is that? That's not that. Oh, okay. can see this just a bit better. Haha. See? I know how to do some things. Okay. I'm going to give y'all about 2 minutes here. If you're watching, give me input. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, or stack 4. 4, not 3, 4. And let me know. If not, then I'll have to do it by feeling and, well, hey, I guess we can do that. But it's just not as fun because you all get to input on it here. And it takes the energy from out there and puts it in here. Anyways, sure, any of it. Yeah. Do. What's this? Oh no. Da. No, that's not right. That should be 2. And 2, and then this needs to be 0. Stop. So I just totally messed up. But now it's right. Oh boy, I'm not going to get used to using some of this stuff. It's a whole other program. Joao, are you on, man? I need my buddy. One, 2, 3, 4. Not 3, 4. I think I'm going to start using this dude in my readings as well. Oh, cool. All right, I got you. No big rush. Okay, so seriously, you all are going to make me choose a pile, huh? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make an executive decision, and that's what I'm doing. Pile 3. Why pile 3? I don't know. It was kind of sitting and like really standing out to me all this time. So Okay, so back the music down just a hair bit more here and get into this collective reading. Much love and gratitude to everyone that is out there. I hope all are doing well amid the craziness that's going on that is called COVID-19. My heart goes out to each and every person that's been affected in whatever way that you've been affected. And my hope and prayer is that everyone will be safe and healthy in all that they do. With that being said, let's move forward. Okay. So, drew 2 cards. I felt led to go in the direction of 2 cards. So, this is the first card. The first card is creative writing. This is from Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel says it's time. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Okay. This is the other card. We have moon cycles. This is from Archangel Haniel. Haniel says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So, let's get into this a little bit. I am the world's worst about journaling. I don't journal. I should journal. I really should journal. I hold on to things, and journaling would allow me to let some things go. And it just doesn't happen. But I want to take a moment and kind of come to this from a perspective of the moon cycles. We just came out of the full moon. So now let's talk about that for just a second. What does that mean? The full moon is like it's the positivity of positivity, right? This is the time that you set your crystals out to be cleansed and recharge. You can also do that during the day under the sun, but moon energy, something about moon energy, and it just flowing, the brightness of the full moon compared to, what we get every day from the sun. I mean, what we see every day from the sun is the same old, same old. The sun is going to be a certain brightness every day, and that's what you can expect from the sun every day, all the time. But you only get this certain brightness from the moon every 28 days or so. And so, what does that have to do with creative writing? So, let's look at this from the standpoint of historical writings and traditions. A lot of religious traditions were based off of the lunar cycle. Religious traditions that had to do with the times of the year, which also had some to do with the sun, but they could keep up with about where they were in the year by keeping up with the moon. And so watching this over history, the thing is, I like history, and particularly I like religious history. Okay, and so hang on with me here. So religious history, there's something about religious history that gives us more in-depth of who we are as physical beings, as spiritual beings. And in our mind, there's this debate of, well, do we really have to have religion? Do we really have to have spirituality? And maybe not. Maybe not. But I would hate to see where life was if we didn't. I don't know that it would be any better. I couldn't say that it would be any worse. But this aspect of journaling, is writing down our experiences, and that's what the ancients did. They wrote down their experiences. And so, whatever you do in your life, an aspect of journaling, noticing, oh, well, we just came through a full moon and things were just really kind of really weird. Not that they were bad, but they were just weird. Can lead one to sit here and think, well, maybe there is something behind the power of the moon. So don't discredit that. Take it for a moment. Let it process. And then let it be a tool for you to be able to move on. I believe that's what the lesson is here. Is that no matter if there is or isn't power in the moon, that being able to take time to set aside to track these nuances in our life and then track, phases of the moon and where planets are aligning and all of this other stuff. Can help us grow emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. It gives us a chance to release whatever pent up energy is inside us. That's what journaling does. And then whenever we realize where these intricacies lie, we may come to find out that those little moments that were just kind of odd actually did happen around the full moon. The things that people say that are supposed to happen around the full moon actually did happen around the full moon. So instead of just believing off of what somebody tells you, you've experienced it. And that's all that the ancient writers did. Observation and experience. And what we can learn from those individuals, oh, how much we can learn. So take a moment to stop and listen to yourself and to every other thing in this world, and take note of the things going on around you. Only then can we truly believe. Because we've experienced it in light and love. Stíofán Séamus. Yes, it is true. Yes, it is true. The shaman is in. This is Stíofán Séamus, and I am a spiritual healer and advisor. I am here to take your request for readings, tarot readings. There's our menu scrolling through right now. Billy Banny. Billy Banny, yes, you can definitely ask for a reading. Okay, Billy Benny. Do you have a particular question in mind? Also, if you're joining us, welcome. If you got a tea, get you some tea. Take a sip. Sip with us. Unless you're like me and take a big old gulp. Anything about your love life? Okay, that's absolutely doable. So I have a spread that I have came up with myself that works really well for relationship readings. And it's a good quick glance. So what we're going to ask is, what does Billy Banny need to know about their romantic life? And so that allows us to kind of open into it a little bit, and it's that if you see there in the comments, question should be open and positive. That's open and positive. So, Billy Banning, I need 3 numbers. I need one number between 1 and 16. The second number I need is between 1 and 22. And the third number between 1 and 40. Mm, 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 mm. 15, 17, and 40. Okay. So I'm shuffling the 3 decks right now, and we're just asking the cards, what does Billy Banning need to know about their romantic relationship right now? Or their romantic life, or hey, who knows? Maybe they're not in a relationship right now. They could be in a relationship, but they may not be. You never do know. Uh, 17, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. 15, 16. Okay. Okay, Billy Benny. Okay, so the card from the court cards is the Knight of Wands. So, the Knight of Wands in a love relationship reading, as a person, talks about a partner that loves the chase and they still have the taste for adventure. They love physical pursuits and are not usually ready to commit. As a situation, it can signal a love that has come about during travels. But as of right now, I'm not sure about that. We'll check with that in just a moment. I'm feeling like a no on that already before I even started. So if I'm feeling that way, I may not even pull the card. But that's the from the court cards. The card from the major arcana is 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So this talks about a relationship that is part of one's destiny. It is up to the individual how they choose to embrace their lessons. A big reminder to not get hung up on choosing the right one, and that all relationships are valuable. Excuse me, not vulnerable, valuable. Can't even read my own handwriting, and this is in cursive, which is better than my chicken scratch. If this is an individual, if this is a single person, it talks about to just roll with it. Love will come if they allow the universe to take them by the hand and lead the way. So that's that part. And then from the lower 40, we have the four. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Wheel of Fortune. Y'all, I'm just kind of barely with it this evening. So bear with me. The Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords talks about this being time for, quote, me time. Okay. It's not an emotional loss, but a good opportunity to pull back and allow insight into the relationship. If an individual is single, you're being cautioned to withdraw and listen to spirit about how to move forward. So, how do I feel about these meanings? Let's go back to the Knight of Wands real quick. So I do kind of feel like that this is a card of individualism. So it does represent a person. And so there again, talks about somebody that loves the chase and they still have the taste for adventure. And they love physical pursuits, but they're not usually ready to commit. not usually ready to commit. This individual can be, but the chances of that is slim. So, this individual is there's somebody, I feel like that there's actually you're hearing this, and you actually can picture this particular person in your mind, as if, this is exactly them. This is whether or not, it's a romantic relationship or not. I would hate to speculate, but I feel like you hear this description, and you're like, yeah, that's like so and so. Are you there? Okay, so does somebody come to your mind whenever you hear that description? Right. No. It, I, yeah. No, I wouldn't want to assume either. Okay. I don't know what kind of role that individual plays for sure. Are you um are you connected to this person at all, like through work, or are you all friends, or because I feel like that there's a connection here. The Wheel of Fortune comes up for some kind of reason, and what really kind of stands out to me is this feeling of camaraderie. Um, there again, okay, work, because like, um, I don't necessarily, I don't feel like that this is anything necessarily romantic. This individual is probably in your life as just kind of a segue person. Um, excuse me. Um, and not really like to hold a place in your life, but more like, well, I guess it's kind of that, but it's not like romantic and anything like that. Um, like a best friend slash wingman type of situation, if that makes sense. Uh, I couldn't. Yeah, I don't feel like that there's any like real uh big um romantic side to this, but the card that comes up and pops out as the advice card to me in this is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords talking about withdrawing and listening to spirit about how to move forward. Okay. Um, at this time, I don't really. If there is anyone coming, it's somebody that's more of a Sagittarius. And that's shown by the Knight of Wands. Um, I mean, of course, there's someone coming, but I don't see anything here that really tells me, "Hey, big flashing lights" or anything. Um, I feel like this is more about him and then your path. Uh, hang on. One number between 1 and 78. So the card that came out was the King of Cups. So this is a Scorpio. And it talks about a very, very romantic person. Will listen to you as opposed to others. They'll open up your creativity, heart, and spirituality. So, yes, what I think is that this is probably who you're going to be looking out for. This Scorpio type personality. And could that person be by way of the Knight of Wands guy? Very possibly. I really think that the suggestion of like taking a moment to find yourself and find exactly what you're looking for is of importance here. But that doesn't mean that you can't be on the search for your King of Cups. Okay. So I would say that would be almost certain. So take time to do some self-reflection and really dig deep into yourself and into what Spirit wants you to do. And I think you'll find your answer. It's just going to take a little bit more time. Look, I'm getting cards switched up here. So, I hope that has helped. Okay. 11:35. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. And if you're watching, I do ask you to please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And very many thanks to those that will and do. You're welcome, Billy Benny. Okay. So, yeah, Joe. Give me just a moment here. Well, I got a little bit of downtime, and I know you're going to be with me for a little bit, so. Okay, so as we go through all of these shows and stuff, at the beginning of the show, I do some kind of a meditation, or I do an archangel reading, or I do some kind of a ritual of some sort. Some of the rituals that I do come from this book, and this is a good start for anybody that is interested in at least just learning. And it's Wicca, a guide for the solitary practitioner. It's good reading. Scott Cunningham, great author. He even puts his Standing Stone Book of Shadows in there, and there's a lot of neat information, and you can take some of the stuff and kind of adjust it to your own liking, which is what I'm actively doing right now in my own practice, because I'm kind of more of a Christo pagan, like meshing Christian and pagan together. Anyways, it's great. A good place to start. There's a link to this book in the description on Facebook and YouTube, and you can go, and it'll take you to Amazon, and you can purchase it from Amazon from there. Also, my first deck that I ever got, first tarot deck I ever got, to start learning and so on, is the Celtic Dragon Tarot. That was the card that I just pulled at the very end of that last reading. The Celtic Dragon Tarot by DJ Conway and Lisa Hunt. DJ Conway's the actual author. Lisa Hunt's the illustrator of the cards. And they are kind of, magical, mystical kind of look to them. And it's great. It's a quick read. I mean, each card is less than a page. Okay. This is the Two of Cups. I mean, less than a page. Okay. I think there might be one or two cards that might be a little bit longer than a page, but really, it's good. My go-to deck, my deck that I just really love and adore, it's if it was a god, I would worship it, but I don't. It's not what I do. But it's the Celtic Tarot, not the Celtic Dragon, the Celtic Tarot. And it is by Christopher Hughes. He is a Druid priest. And the illustration in these are just phenomenal. And he goes through, and this is more kind of like there's some storyline to this, okay? Along with the divisionary meanings, well, whatever. And so, but that's good too. Then at the beginning of the show, I started the show with the Archangel cards, Archangel Oracle cards. And I will tell you, the last that I checked, these are pricey. But they are nice. They didn't used to be pricey, but some things have happened and now they're pricey. Anyways, any or all of these products you can, with the Archangel cards, it's got the name of the card, and then it's got kind of a quote, if you want to say, from the Archangel on the card. So it kind of helps in giving direction for, understanding what the reading is, or so on. So any and all of these products have a link in the Facebook and YouTube description, below or above, or I don't know, whichever direction it is. So, okay, Joao, what you got for me today? Okay, cool. Yeah, YouTube's better anyways. I would like it if everybody would just go to YouTube and watch. So did you want to ask a question? Okay. We can definitely take a look. I need 3 numbers. The first between 1 and 18, the second between 1 and 22, and the third between 1 and 40. Three numbers. One between 1 and 16, second between 1 and 22, and the third between 1 and 40. One, 19, and 9. Good. So I'm just shuffling the cards right now. – and just asking, what does Joao need to know about their relationship right now? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, the card from the court cards is the Queen of Cups. Or in this deck, it's the Queen of Cauldrons, but it's the same thing. That talks about a person that can be nurturing and compassionate, sensitive and soulful. They are creative, intuitive, and express themselves through art. So they're very soul centric. The Queen of Cups is. The card from the Major Arcana is the Sun. And the Sun talks about this being a beautiful relationship with joy and no restrictions to express yourself. An individual feels safe and loved and nurtured. This can suggest an addition of the child with other pregnancy cards in the midst. But I'm not seeing that here. So I don't believe that that's necessarily the case, but let me jump to this last card and we're going to kind of, hash this out before I make any statements towards that. The card from the lower 40 of the Minor Arcana is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is traditionally the family card. It talks about feelings of safety and joy as emotions are honored. There could be marriage coming or a new addition to the family. Okay. So could this be a pregnancy? There could be. But there again, it could be as simple as getting a dog. But who knows? So here's where I want to kind of dig a little deeper. Does she when I talk about the hope it's not a baby. Thank you guys. Whenever I describe the Queen of Cups, does this description fit her? That she can be nurturing and compassionate, sensitive, and soulful. Or perhaps is she creative, intuitive, and expresses herself through art? I'm actually kind of getting this vibe that maybe she's like an artist of some sort, but I could be wrong. Cool. So that's a good thing that checks out. She is creative. Okay. So the thing with the 10 of cauldrons or the 10 of cups is that it's not specifically a pregnancy card, okay? It talks about an addition to the family. Could an addition to the family be pregnancy? Yes. But I don't feel comfortable in saying that an addition to the family is pregnancy. So the sun, being what it is, I'm seeing very positive vibes. I'm seeing that maybe kids down the line, but not anything right now. I honestly don't know that you have anything to be too concerned about. I think this is more of a thing of do you know, what direction do you head in? And the thing with the 10 of cups is it does suggest that there could be a marriage. And a thing that whenever I read that is like, I had this feeling of there's conversation, like maybe she has been bringing it up a little bit more. And with bringing it up more, it may kind of make you feel a little nervous. And I feel like that there may be some nerves associated with the relationship, but not that you want to leave the relationship. Yeah, and yes, marriage is good. She is getting more passionate and all. Boy, she is ready to put a ring on it. And I mean, it looks like to me that that it looks like to me that it's a no-brainer. I would in a heartbeat. But I don't know. Yeah, I really think that this is all positive for you. Really start thinking on the constitutions of marriage. Does that give you an idea and a direction to go in? And clear some things up for you, hopefully. Okay, good. Well, I thank you for allowing me to do a reading for you. And again, if you are joining us, I would like for you to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. You can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Guide of the Light. I'm also on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1, the number 1. And we thank Joao for allowing us to do a reading for him this evening. Okay. If there's anybody else that's out there that would like to have a reading, I would be more than happy to do a reading. I'm not going to wait very much longer to do any more readings. As to not keep myself up any longer than what I have to. Yes, Joao, I needed to sleep. I don't know. I mean, I could go to bed right now myself. I keep yawning on this side of the mic. Try to catch it before you all hear it. But anyway, sometimes I don't get to catch it in time. So, and hopefully, I was hoping that my new camera would be here by this weekend. It's not, obviously, as you can tell by the graininess of this, whatever this is. It's, I mean, you know, look at that. That's not even a camera. That's a something. But yes, I should have the camera come in. I'm hoping sometime in the next excuse me, 10 not 10 days. Oh Lord, I hope it's not another 10 days. I don't know. The shipping partner said on their website that it has left on its way to the destination country, but that was 2 days ago. Yeah. So, but that updated today. I don't know. But then it updated, what was it, the other day, with stuff from like the first day. I don't know. Some of the stuff that over in China seemed like it don't work like it's supposed to. I'm not getting into that. I'm about out of tea. I'm hoping it's less than a week. But it actually very well may be a week. I think they said something about 8 to 15 business days or something like that. Try not to think about it. Yeah, that's hard to do whenever I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I would like to have the camera now. But once I do, this picture is going to be a lot better. And get rid of a lot of this graininess that's over here, and stuff, and just a lot of visual noise, to make it a bit better. Hopefully it will be something that looks more like this. See, now we're going to have internet issues. So, yeah. Well, yeah, it happens. It happens. It's been known to happen anyways. But yes, I will, hopefully the new camera will look like this, as far as looking at me, and get rid of some of this graininess and stuff. I mean, that's just ridiculous. At least here you can kind of at least know that there's a line here. and actually it's still, it's a little bit, a little grainy, but it's not too bad. You can at least tell that there's some wrinkles and stuff in here. On here, it's like, there's a fold there, this way. There's a fold there, but that's because that's a light color. You get over here, you can't see anything. Not that I want you all to see like every wrinkle and crease in my face, but it would be nice to be able to actually like not have that. That's actually, like, for me, that's really distracting. All of this fuzziness here is really distracting for me. And so, yeah, see, no, that's just really distracting. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's not really bad on the phone, but anyways. All right, Joelle. And you take care as well. And I think we are going to step away ourselves. So let's do that. Let's head into final thoughts. And really, it's not that much any different than any other day. What is it that you do to better your higher self? Think of some ways that you can bring about more peace within your life and yourself. Sometimes if we could just take a moment to breathe, just the simple act of breathing. One slow, big, deep breath in, and one slow breath out. Taking the time to release any and all energies that no longer serve us will do us a world of difference, rather than just trying to pack it all day and every day. But I guess that's the real challenge, though, isn't it? But through doing this, through taking that one simple, slow, deep breath, we can live our life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. And at the end of the day, that's all anyone can ask for. So don't forget to let your light shine. And in light and love, this is Stíofán Séamus. Guide. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Guide of the Light and on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1. We do thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for the next live show. If you would like to help to make the viewing and reading experience more enjoyable, you can support me by sending donations to paypal.me/Guide of the Light. That information is also a link in the description on YouTube and Facebook. Every dollar that I receive will be spent in making the show better, so every dollar counts. I thank you and send light and love your way. The cards used in the show are the Celtic Tarot by Christopher Hughes and the Celtic Dragon Tarot by DJ Conway. Your intuitive reader is Stíofán Séamus, and this is produced by Stephen James. We do thank the ones that have given, are going to give, and have nothing to give other than a review and a share. My heart and light goes out to each and every one of you. May the divine bless you all. In light and love, Stíofán Séamus.